Hello everyone. Did you know the real gap with AI adoption starts with management? Research from a new Brookings Institution paper shows that the US is leading AI in AI over Europe due to superior organizational performance. US work hours involve double the rate of AI usage compared to Europe. And the research shows that success depends on integrating tools rather than just adopting them. In other words, access to technology doesn't close the productivity gap. And so that carries an important lesson for associations. Management is key. Associations must effectively integrate AI and not just make the technology available to their staff. Leadership will determine whether the tools are ignored or integrated. Success requires moving beyond simple access. In other words, leadership hesitation, lack of training for staff, lack of effective AI adoption causes slow member service and poor execution. Unclear rules are going to lead staff and volunteers to view AI as risky. And you'll have a lot of diversity in chapter AI adoption and section AI adoption. Whereas what you really want is consistent internal use among your volunteers and your staff. Now we know that when associations use AI effectively, it significantly lifts productivity. Professional writing tasks that associations do a lot of, content management and so on, are completed faster with higher quality. Education teams turn webinars into useful study guides. Policy units scan large document sets and analyze them, while humans make the calls and analysis. Sections create more tailored content for diverse groups without new hires. Chapters customize the content for each chapter. Automated workflows help maintain brand consistency at scale. I'll tell about an example of a national association I worked with about 50 staff or so, where we defined appropriate use cases for member services and event planning. We set clear guidelines for privacy, human review, attribution, and we trained managers to identify weekly time-saving opportunities and redirect that time into higher value, more strategic interactions like relationship building with members. And we equipped chapter leaders with consistent and reusable workflows. That helped shift the culture to make it much more AI-centric and efficient. So you need to treat AI as a management test, not a side experiment. Give staff and volunteer clear guidelines with permissions and practical workflows. Focus on diffusing AI through associations through real work instead of just board presentations. Pair this new technology with organizational change to create true value and build internal trust before advising members on internal standards for the industry. Success will belong to association leaders that model the practices they preach. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Future Forward Association podcast. Please make sure to subscribe wherever you check that out and leave a review. It helps other people discover the show and helps us improve the show. And if you have any questions, email me at gleb, Gleb, at disasteravoidanceexperts.com.